This year went by really fast. Unfortunately, I did jump on the Diablo 2 Resurrected bandwagon a little bit late because I was working with a Mac for a majority of the beginning of the year. But ever since then, we've had a lot of things that we were able to discuss and to be able to go over together on this channel, especially on the new gaming channel. So I wanted to do a highlight reel in this video to be able to go over the things that I felt were notable and worth mentioning that we were able to go over, from being able to talk about beginner's guides, build guides, testing the boundaries of what's possible, and a lot more. So with that said, I wanted to say thank you to all of you that have been a part of this channel to be able to help me to bring you guys this content and to be better as a content creator moving forward into the future, with all of your guys' likes, comments, and especially the constructive criticism that helps me to, again, understand what you guys are looking for in this kind of content and to be able to adjust accordingly. But with that said, let's go ahead and check out what actually happened this year on this channel, with links to everything going to be down in the description below for any of you guys that want to go ahead and check out the full videos. But again, these are just going to be little glimpses into what we were able to cover, and they will be in order for which they appear in this video, linked down again in the description below for any of you guys that want to check them out. With that said, hope you guys have a great new year, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Doing a run through Ubers with a summoned Necro that is only using one item. Now I bring all those videos up not just for the shameless plugging, but comparatively speaking to all those videos, this one completely just blows all those out of the water. Now for the gear. You can see that I have nothing on Switch, and I'm only using one item, but it's a very specific item that I'm using. It's a teleport charge amulet. I wanted to make this as weak as possible to see if this actually could be possible.
See you in hell.
Oh my god. It's over! Got the torch. Get out, so this counts. Stop loading, stop loading.
Yes! It's finally over! Holy shit, that f***ing worked!
The luckiest Mephisto kill by a nearly no gear summon Necro. Rolling endgame runewords such as Grief and Call to Arms. I wanted to show some love to those that play single player offline that are not able to get the runes to be able to make some of the endgame runewords that are needed, or just don't have the time to be able to do so. And today we're going to be rolling CTAs, which is Call to Arms. Today we're going to be rolling the runeword Grief to see if we can get close to another 4,400 like I did in the previous video. Amral Mal Ist Om, again in double axis. So let's go ahead and see what we're able to roll. Nice. Right off the bat, 264. So the main thing that's important is battle orders being as high as possible. So that already is a pretty good roll right there. Not going to be enough. So let's go ahead and try the next one, see what we're able to roll. 38, 3 net. That's amazing. That's an amazing grief right there. That is really, really close to perfect. GG draws from farming the ancient tunnels 1,000 times. 40 runs later at run 276. I got one of the few drops that shocked me the most. Not only did I drop a unique Eth Templar's Coat, but I also got a Sur rune. The Eth Guardian Angel is one to cross off my Eth Grail list, and the Sur rune is an amazing bonus to an already great drop. And I have no idea what rune I'm going to use this for to be able to roll in the future. On run 501, a unique legendary mallet drops, which can roll either Stone Crusher or the more favorable Schaefer's Hammer. This is not only the better of the two, being Schaefer's Hammer, but it also rolled perfect on the enhanced damage at 130. All of my troll rolls up to this point are now made up for. Now at run 666, a unique amulet drops, and unfortunately I again had no scrolls to ID it with. Now Kane.
Look here! Look, listen!
I need you to do me a solid. Don't ID me an item that is completely booty cheeks. Kane, I rescued you, remember? I really need you to come through for me right now. Wow, a perfect 30 all-res Maras. I saved this drop to put for last, as this is arguably better than the Jaw rune drop. And this was not only the first run of this project, but my first ever run in Diablo 2 Resurrected since transferring my characters over from Pluggy. Run number 1 dropped me a unique diadem, something that I had been trying to find for over a year, and thankfully I now finally found it, which is Griffin's Eye. Having an Act 5 Mercenary solo Ubers by himself for a torch, This is a project I'm incredibly excited to be able to bring to you guys because this is something that I've been wanting to do since patch 2.4 was launched. With the new buffs to the Act 5 Mercenary, I've actually been curious to see if the Act 5 Mercenary could take on Ubers by themselves. And was able to handle dealing with his own survivability overall, which is really nice to be able to see for a mercenary that's not only going to be dealing a lot of damage, but it's also going to be self-sufficient when it comes to their survivability.
See you in hell.
Having the Act 5 Mercenary get the luckiest kill with Lilith, a random GG item dropping from testing Whirlwind's new buff. Wait, are you serious? Griswold's Honor and I have, what, less than 100 Magic Find? This was just supposed to be a highlight video of showing Whirlwind speeds before and after the new patch notes. I wasn't actually expecting to find something really good with barely any Magic Find, so this is awesome. I definitely was not expecting this. That is actually one of the harder pieces to find, I mean, aside from the weapon itself. So yeah, that's dope. I'm stoked on that. Farming Andariel for one specific item. Now 9 runs later at run number 226, Andariel drops me absolutely nothing. Are you serious? Another duplicate drop happens at run number 231. Another pair of unique battle boots, this time rolling amazingly as 49% Magic Find War Travelers, upgrading what my sorceress is currently using during these runs. Finally, at run number 296, I see the end of these runs coming about with a unique Tyrant's Club drop, which is the demon limb for the enchant charges that I desperately needed for the bigger project I had been wanting to complete. Trying my best to roll a JMoD, I ended up getting an Artisan's Monarch of Deflecting, which has 3 open sockets. So it was close to a Jeweler's Monarch of Deflecting, but unfortunately, close is not going to cut it. I want to be able to get the 4 open sockets that is so very desired, which afterwards, a couple hundred rerolls, I was able to get the first of 2 Mechanics Monarch of Deflecting, which the first one had 2 open sockets, followed very shortly after by the 1 open socket. And for the last thing that I was able to get that is worth noting, I did end up getting a Blue Monarch to reroll, and I saw the name of it, and I was so excited because it said Jeweler's Monarch of Blocking. And that was where my heart just sank, because the blocking is half of the stats that you would want for deflecting. So it still is a Jeweler's Monarch, and it does help with blocking, but it is unfortunately not a Jeweler's Monarch of Deflecting. It is a Jeweler's Monarch of Blocking, which is not going to be worth anywhere near as much as a JMoD. Going over all the ins and outs on how to be able to skip Baal waves effectively. I got a comment from Devil Eye on my How to Skip Baal Waves video asking if this would be possible in Diablo 2 Resurrected, as this already was able to work in Pluggy. I actually did a lot more digging, and I found out a lot more information to be able to hopefully give you guys more context on why you need to be able to time it in a very specific way, so that way this is going to be an easier process for you to be able to skip Baal Waves. ranking all of the Aura Runewords. Today is going to be the last 5 of the top Aura Runewords, and this is where it's going to get really interesting, and it is incredibly difficult to be able to compare these side by side to see where they deserve the spots on the list that they're at. But what a surprise that what landed at number 1. This runeword is one of the 2 runewords most considered the endgame.
It's the endgame. We're in the endgame now.
As what this runeword helps to open up for so many different builds can be the difference in playing other builds aside from the sorceress and just sticking with the sorceress. Something really GG and unexpected dropping while showcasing my cow running Javazon. Today's gonna be a build guide, but because society has the mentality of
F the patriarchy.
So I'm gonna focus on a matriarchal character for this video, and with the area we're gonna choose to farm with this build is gonna have PETA not only livid, but fuming at the mouth. It is hopefully gonna encourage a duet written about me by that beacon teacher featuring Aaron from Jubilee. And that is gonna be the cow running Diablo.
Is it vegan?
I wouldn't be vegan.
Hello, cutie pie.
I am overburdened.
It's just terrible. So sad. I'm getting you doing it.
Even death can save you from me.
Having a nice mid-road drop while showcasing my new Nova Sorceress using Metalgrind. With the patch notes for patch number 5 now released, the Iron Golem charges on Metalgrind seem to be fixed, which is going to be great for this build, which is going to be an Energy Shield, Nova Sorceress, and using the Iron Golem, we're not only going to be able to keep her alive, but to practically make her invincible. Unexpected things to drop from a nearly maxed out Magifying character while showcasing the build. This is the only build that would have the potential to be able to reach the max amount of Magifying in this game. With the amount of Magifying that I do have on this character, one could imagine that the more sought after items are just going to be dropping left and right all over the place. However, in Xtimus's video, for one of his runs, and this has to be one of the funniest things that I've seen in a while, he was farming Andariel and she dropped nothing. However, in Xtimus's video, for one of his runs, and this has to be one of the funniest things that I've seen in a while, he was farming Andariel and she dropped nothing. It's ironic that you can have the most amount of Magifying and still drop absolutely nothing, but that's just simply how RNG can work sometimes.
Hello, cutie pie.
Nice.
Bruh.
Again? Twice?
It's not true. That's impossible.
Having a Valkyrie take on all the Act bosses at only level 27. Today, we're going to be discussing the Valkyrie. We're going to be talking about the different levels, at least the key ones, for the different items that she could spawn, the ability to spot what she's actually going to spawn with when it comes to her armor and her weapon, and much more. In the end, with the very long awaited moment, she was able to pull it off. And yes, that's really how long it took for just this fight.
Shows initiative, determination. Proud of you.
Drop highlights inspired by Christmas-themed movies.
You are about to show me the shadows of things that have not happened, but will happen in the time to come. I fear you more than any of the spirits I have seen. I can't carry I can't carry anymore. No, I won't believe it.
God bless us, everyone. Oh, and if you surrender to carbonation, do you want to kill anybody your rifle?
No. Shoot your eye out.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
crafting a 220 caster amulet. Today, we're going to be discussing the basics of crafting caster amulets, as far as what could potentially roll on the amulet, the recipe you'd use to be able to craft them, going over the character level and item level importances when it comes to gambling for the base amulets, and we're going to round everything off with trying to craft some for ourselves to be able to see what could potentially roll in hopes of getting a really good GG one that I can use on one of my characters.
Bruh. No! God, please, no! 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 No!
I am having a very bad day. I am in no mood. Today, is one of the worst days that I've had in a long time. I'm not in the mood to play with anybody.
For any of you guys that are new to my channel, hopefully this gives you guys a sense of what to expect when it comes to my content, with a lot of things already covered on this channel so far and a lot more coming in the very near future. Thank you guys so much for checking out my content and for making 2022 a great year for this channel to be able to grow, and hopefully we continue to grow going into 2023. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. I hope you all have a great new year, and I will see you in 2023 in the next video.
Come on. Come on. Come on, then. There you are. There you are.
Stay safe and take care.